Okay, the next person I'm going to introduce to you is someone very dear to me, and this person already lead of a team of leaders and friends to build a company from zero to $14 billion. When I say billion, it's US dollar. And this person is a legend, and she has helped thousands of people to become a millionaire. All right, but before I bring her to stage, ladies and gentlemen, please watch this video first. All right, thank you.
18 months ago, amongst the Red Rock Giant of Sedona, it started with an intention of building a global community based in love and contribution. That intention ignited the spark, and the spark became a fire. Nestled in a forest in the mountains of Taiwan, joined by a diverse group of beautiful human beings, people with a pioneering mindset from all over the world, all gathered to learn and to expand as we move into the next phase of our journey. This rising generation of leaders are stepping into a new, expanded version of themselves through the power of this global movement. The joy of self-discovery is unfolding in the climb towards freedom and wellness. Through our connection and interaction, we begin to awaken the realization of who we are. This work is part of my life's purpose. This 18 months journey has illustrated the magical power of intention when backed by the effort of honoring one's purpose. As I'm sitting here, I am filled with joy and gratitude. It is the opening to a new level of liberation, a new zest for life, while sharing a rare and precious opportunity to transform lives around the world.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Let us welcome the legendary King Boy. Give a round of applause.
Thank you so much. Wow, can we give DSM a big round of applause, please? Hello, Penang. All right, I think the traveler is screaming louder than the Penang, the people in Penang. So how many people from Penang locally? Raise a show of hands. Hello, greetings to all of you. All right. Oh, come on, local Penang. Is that all you can do, Penang? All right. Thank you. I'm very grateful to be here and also to be surrounded on this project of incredible entrepreneurs. People like DSM, Dr. Kumar, Ginny, host Yolanda, Harris, all the people that are here, I'm very grateful because this is not an idea that just came about. This project was a calling, you know, and so maybe what I could do is, those of you that do not know me, a little background about myself and how this whole thing came about. I have spent 31 years working and studying and growing in this space. You know, some people call it direct marketing. I call it's a brand new paradigm. It's a new business model that is the best free enterprise around the world. Because for me, 31 years ago, I was a corporate executive. And 31 years ago, back in those days, I got downsized. I didn't know what I was gonna do. So all I knew was I need to find a way to change my life. And so this is an industry that I got myself involved and got started. And so I saw two things 31 years ago when I got started this industry. First thing was I saw people with glimpses of hopes in their lives. That when I went to my very first meeting, I have never ever seen people were clapping for one another. You know, I want you to think about this. How many of you show up to work that people clap for you? Has it ever happened to your job? Where she's like, no, rarely, right? If at all, right? And so it was very refreshing for me that people have a glimpse of hope, and there was a community that people were supporting. And people, the second thing I saw was average people that were having incredible success. And so here I was, 31 years ago, after graduated from college, was a corporate executive, being downsized. I said, where was I in my life? I need to be skeptical. Maybe this is something, a way out for me. And so 31 years ago, that's how I started this industry. And so fast forward that now, 31 years later, at age 59 years old, and I said, okay, you know, as we all probably witnessed what took place the last 4 years around the world, it was a phenomenon that affected people, all of us around the world, not just one country, but all over. So at the end of 2022, October-ish, you know, as I was hiking in my land in Sedona, Arizona, you know, a calling came and says, you know what, you all need to come together. Come together to be the beacon of light, to offer hope to humanity. And I was praying, witnessing what took place the last couple of years. I was praying for a line of products that would mitigate some of the damage the last couple of years to humanity. And so in that process, that's how this 3 came about. Now 3 can mean different things to different people, but let me share with you what 3 meant to me. 3, first, 1 is physical wellness, especially witnessing what took place. Second is financial wellness. And third, along the way when you become an entrepreneur, giving a platform to pursue a better version of yourself, that is spiritual wellness. So that's what 3 means to me: physical wellness, financial wellness, and spiritual wellness. And so with that, that's how we started 3. And what I like to do at this moment is to kind of share with you, this is a Super Wednesday. I know some of you, we have some friends that came from KL, we have some friends that came from Malacca, so we have friends from Penang. So allow me to share with you exactly what this motto is in the times of change right now, how you could change your life. And so before I begin, I want to ask this question. How many of you think, those of you that work a job or have your own business, whatever ways that you're making money right now, how many of you think that you are worth a lot more than what you're making right now? Show of hands. How many think you're worth a lot more than what you're making right now? Show of hands. So I want you to think about this. If you think you're worth a lot more than what you're making right now, there's 2 types of people. Some people say, you know what, if I'm worth more, I'm going to take that into my control. I want to change it. The other type, the second type will be, I'm going to leave it to someone else to dictate what you're worth. But it doesn't matter if you're type 1 or type 2. How many of you in this room will consider yourself to be open-minded? Show of hands. That's why you're here. Well, you're in the right room. So what I like to do is, maybe I will share with you, how did someone like me, an average person 31 years ago with a college degree, work in corporate America for 10 years, and then was downsized to have the opportunity to build a multi-billion-dollar brand. How many of you don't know that? Have you ever met someone that had built a multi-billion-dollar brand? Show of hands. US dollar, not ringgit, okay? So I was calculating in my career, wow, with the money I was blessed to make, I was calculating how much that would be in ringgit. That's like close to 500 million ringgit. Would you say it's pretty cool? I'm not a billionaire yet, but I'm 500 million in ringgit. Would you say it's nice? Have you ever met someone who have done that? From an average background, not from rich family, inherited, nothing like that. Build it independently. So what I like to do is this. I like to share with you a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of things I discovered about money. Is that okay with you? How many people want to learn about that? So this is the things I've learned over my last 31 years, and it came to me, okay? So what I like to do is I want to talk about the wisdom of wealth, okay? Now, I'm sure most of us in this room heard about this saying, The age-old saying called what? Time is what? This is a crowd. Is Penang people like that? Very quiet. Time is what? Or you speak Chinese, like 時間係咩啊？金錢. Penang speak Mandarin or Cantonese? Hokkien. I need to learn that. I'll go Hokkien. Time is gone. I mean, I don't know how you say. How do you say 時間係金錢? Okay, I learned another day. Okay, 時間 is 金錢, right? 時間就是金錢. So, I mean, growing up, we all heard that. Don't waste time because time is money. So, if that's the case, why is that? Why do people say this age-old saying that time is money? I think oftentimes we as humans, that whatever is told to us, many times we took it at face value. We never really dig deep and evaluate why it was that way. So with that, let's take a look. Now, most people make money 3 ways. These are the 3 major ways that people make money. First, people work a job. How many of you work a job? Show of hands. I need to expect that. This is Penang, okay? So you need to work on participation a little bit more, okay? Now, when you work a job, what do? We're trading time for money, right? When you show up to work, I mean, some of you, maybe you clock in, you clock out, or you show up to work 8 hours a day, you get paid 8 hours per plus times your hourly rate. True or not true? So in that model, what's the 2 ingredients when you work a job? Time and money, right? Effort, right? So when you invest time and effort, you make what? Money, okay? So some of you work a job, you do a little saving. When you save a little money, your dreams got a little bigger. You say, you know what? Maybe I should open up a business. Maybe I can invest into a business. So when you invest in a business, what's required? Time,
Effort.
money, and efforts. So 3 things are required, right? Now, I really want you to get this concept. So some people, when they make a little bit of money, extra money, and they no longer need to put that money back in the business. So they say, listen, my money is sitting there. I want to invest my money. I want to have money to make money, right? So some of you say, you know, when you don't have a whole lot, you might want to invest yourself. But some other people, when they have a bigger portfolio, they will hire professionals to make money for them, right? So to invest money, what does it require? Money. Money makes money. So let's evaluate then in that case, that 3 different business model. What is a common denominator to make money? If you look at the common denominator to make money, either a job, a business, or investments, it requires these 3 things. Time, money, and effort. True or not true? You said you're open-minded. I really want to get this concept over. Because when you understood that, you will understand why most people are stuck making limited amount of money. Because no matter how good we are, no matter who we are in this world, at this moment, there's only 24 hours a day. True or not true? If you're an attorney, let's say you're top attorney in the United States, you're billing $1,500 an hour. Okay? 1,500 times 8, that's the max you can make a day. So there's limited amount of money we can make because of time. So what if there's something that we can leverage the time that we have, the money that we have, and the efforts that we do? How many of you heard of a gentleman by the name of J. Paul Getty? Show of hands. J. Paul Getty was the first documented billionaire in the United States. There's a museum called J. Paul Getty Museum in Malibu, California. He said it best in his book. He says he'd rather have 1% efforts from himself than 1% effort from himself than 100% effort, 1% effort from himself than 100% effort from himself. What does that mean? That means he wants to have 100%. When you have 100% effort of yourself, that means 100% of 8 hours is what? 8 hours, right? But if I'm able to leverage 100%, 1% effort for other people, of 100 people, then I will have 100, with 100 and 100, right? So that's the point. That's about the power of leverage. Maybe it's my jet lag kicking in, okay? So what he's talking about is leverage. How do most people create wealth? Leverage. I want you to think about this. The rich people, they have a business going, when things are working, when they have a system working, they could be golfing at the golf course, but they got workers working. What does it mean? Leverage. He's got the opportunity to leverage his time, effort, and money. Okay? So now, how do we go about doing that? Well, what if there's a business model that you can help yourself, at the same time, you can help other people in the product and services, you are able to benefit mankind. How many of you like that concept? You know, this is the most misunderstood business model in the world. This is not about getting you into something. It's about you, if you're open-minded enough to think, you know what, if there's a business model that I can help myself by helping other people, and the product and services that we promote benefits mankind. How many think there's a win-win situation? Now, what stops most people from getting into a business is what? Most people, how many of you, when you were young, you had a dream? Show of hands. We had a dream, we grew up. I remember when I was a little girl, I saw the television, go, ooh, princess, I want to become a princess. So as a little girl, I would buy this like toy crown, running around the house, say someday I'm going to become a princess. Well, if at age 59 years old, if I'm going to put a little crown running around this room, what do you think? She's loony, she's crazy, right? But what changed? It's a conditioning that society put upon us. So coming back to here. So if there's a business model that you can help yourself by helping other people, and the product and services you promote benefit other people, how many of you think that's a pretty powerful platform? So having the right mindset to understand what it is will help you propel it now. So what is this new business model? Did I skip one or not? Okay, so what is a new shift? I want you to understand, and having the right perception of what this is. This is a paradigm shift in business. What do I mean by that? Okay. In business, I want you to think about, let's think about this. How many of you heard about a company called Grab, Uber, Lyft, Airbnb? These are the business model that's called sharing economy. What does that mean? But all of us, most of us have a car, right? When you have a car, it only helps you to do transportation. But if you're willing to share your car with other people, you get yourself in with a platform, then you can participate in the sharing economy. Same thing with your home. If you have a home, you have a spare bedroom, or you have a back house, then you wanted to share, then you can participate in the sharing economy. But in order for you to participate in the sharing economy, what do you need? You need a platform. So think about this. Grab is the platform. Then you have a vehicle, you're the driver. There's a customer, that's your customer. So we are participating. This sharing economy is here to stay. Would you not agree with me? Back in the days before Grab, before Uber, before Lyft, there's a public transportation and there's taxi. But now, because of technology, all that's changing. So what do we have? In order for us to, the new paradigm in the wealth building is that we need three things. We need a platform, okay? We need a platform, and we need participants. Who's the participant? You and I. Like in Grab, in Lyft, and Uber, the drivers, the participants, right? And the customers. So what we have here is we have the platform, it's called 3 International. We have the participant, that's you and I. We want to participate in this sharing economy. But what sets us apart is something called the power of a system. That when you get involved, you are not alone. There's a system here to help support you, help you grow, learn, and grow to build your business. Okay? Now, next, I might have to skip some, but it's all right. I really want to take time and share this with you. How many of you have a business? Show of hands. Business. You own a traditional business. A couple of you. Okay. For those of you that own a business, what is the two most important thing for you? One is customer. True or not true? And second is to increase your bottom line, your profit. Right? All businesses without profit, you can operate on the red. You're gonna lose money. And without customer, there's no business. True or not true? So any business school, Harvard Business School, all the universities, what are they teaching? I mean, All the major educational institutions for traditional business are teaching people how do you gain market share, how do you go out and get more customers. Because most businesses are from B to C, right? And to increase the product of the bottom line. Well, what do we have is a disruption. While most people are studying how you go from B to C, there's only one B, a few C, or maybe a lot of C's. But how do you magnify your C? We got to figure out. There's a disruption model. What if you could empower the C? You have one B, you have many C's. What if we can empower the C to become a B? They will go out there and get C, they will go out there and get B, they will go out and get C and B and C and C. So your customer base is spread. So this is a new business model where you have a platform, you're empowering customers, consumers to become an entrepreneur. That they are empowered to share and build their business, and then they can either get customers or get a business builder. So this is a new paradigm. That's why I took time to explain this business model. A lot of people are stuck in the old way of direct marketing, whatever that is. But I have spent 31 years of my life after college degree to learn this. And I will tell you the things that you gain, the knowledge you gain here, you can't get it from mainstream institutions. You only get it right here. And so when you're able to empower consumer to become entrepreneur, that's how you increase your base. And as a business owner, I get to minimize the heavy lifting. Because if you're a traditional business owner, you have to handle everything. You have to handle finance, accounting, marketing, research and development. If you own a restaurant, you have to cook, raw material, ingredient. True or not true? Well, what if the platform, the provider handles all of that? Research and development, marketing tools, accounting. They do everything, the global infrastructure. All I do as a participant is go participate in this platform that the provider does all the heavy lifting, okay? So I really want you to understand this concept of this new business model. That's how I created my success the last decade. To build a company from my kitchen table, five of my friends, including me, from 5 people, we built it to become a $14 billion US dollar company in 14 years. 14. And in that process, we have created thousands of millionaires, US dollar, not ringgit. Okay? So how do we do that? I want to share this 4 stage of growth. There is a doctor that teaches at Harvard Business School. His name is Dr. Charles King. Dr. Charles King has studied different companies, all the way from Fortune 500 companies to, building multi-billion-dollar companies. And he had taught this class at the Harvard Business School. And I can tell you this, that might be a little over 20 years ago. That's when I read about it. That's when I learned about it. But I'm going to show you something very special. So I'm going to talk about what Dr. Charles King talked about. There's 4 stages of growth in any of the big companies that have passed their first stage, okay? So the first stage of any business is called formulation. So let's just say that if you and I will start our own business, that's when we're formulating. Let's formulate a business plan. Let's get our brains together, put our capitals together, let's form a business. So once a company tests what works and what doesn't work, then they get into the second phase. That's called the concentration stage. The concentration stage, while we get off the ground, we know what's working, what's not working. Let's throw away things that don't work and focus on what's working. If the company made it through the concentration stage, it's going to go into the 3rd stage called momentum. That means when a company hits momentum, with or without you, the awareness in the marketplace, people heard about it, and then the product, the testimonials are out, it's proven. They say, I want that product. I want to be a part of that platform. People are making money. So when a company breaks to about 150 million US dollar, a company will begin in momentum phase. When momentum phase, watch out. It's going to catapult into the 4th stage. That's called stability. A company is stable and steady running, okay? So these 4 phases, that's what I learned over 20 years ago by Dr. Charles King. Well, get this. And I would say this, not too many people in this world can tell you not only have they studied it, they've actually physically built something from zero all the way to stability. I'm going to show you something that have never been shown before, okay? So I'm going to show you something, I call it the work of art. It's our past work of art. Are you all ready? Because it's one thing looking at something, a study displayed by a doctor that teaches at Harvard Business School. But I'm going to show you something that we, a bunch of entrepreneurs, that were able to do in this new age of time. And that is, this is our past work of art. We started a project in September of 2009. In September of 2009, by 2010, a little over a year, we did 30 million. The following year, we did 65 million. The following year, 126 million. When we hit 126 million, that's when momentum kicked in. Then the following year, doubled. Then the following year, doubled. And you look at that ride. Become $1 billion brand. Guess where most of the wealth are made? In the momentum phase. Guess who get to catch that momentum? The people who started early. Now, is there challenges in the early stage? Of course there are. But you get to ride the wave. You get to be a part of a movement before the masses find out. We built this. We were part of it. See, most people say, oh, I'm a part of $1 billion company. You are a part of it when they become $1 billion. Or you get to actually ride the wave. This is business. So where are we right now? This is our past project. We haven't even hit momentum. I want to share something with you. Our first year, guess how much volume we did? 67 million, our first year. Our first year back then, a year and a couple of months was 30 million. Over here, our first year, we did 65 to 67 million, roughly around there. This year, this second year, we're on track. We're on track of a major boost. Where will we be next year, the third year? We will for sure hit momentum. I don't know where you want to join. You could. Some people say, well, I want to join at the very beginning. I want to join when you guys hit momentum, or I want to join when you guys become stable. Choice is up to you. So this, I put up this chart so you could see it. This is not like, it's one thing when somebody talk about Dr. Charles King's chart, who haven't done it. We have done it. Like if you had climbed a mountain before, not one time, you have climbed that mountain many times. Do you think you have a little more experience, avoid some of the pitfalls? You know better how to get to the top? Would you not agree with me? We have built something that has spread to 150 countries and territories. So this is not something new to us. Not only one person, I have a group of over 40 people that started this project with me. And so I hope that you get something here today. You know, opportunities are never lost. If you don't grab it, you know what it means? It simply went to someone else who sees the opportunity and who sees the opportunity. So in closing, I want to share three things with you. That this is not a get-rich-quick thing. This building a business takes time. Sir, you own a business, right? What kind of business do you own? Huh? Rental car. So when you own a rental car, did you make money, like become really big the first year? You have to put in time and make it work, right? And most of the time when you own a business, you have to try and error. You have to learn to go your way. So why is it they come to this business and go, oh, I'm going to be rich. The first month when I don't make a whole lot of money, I'm going to quit. Don't ever do that. It takes time. So number one, understand something. Building a business takes time. I didn't make my millions right away. I didn't make $1 million a month right away. I didn't hit it until, 2016. So it takes time to build something. I don't know if you catch that. Do you know what $1 million a month looks like? It's a lot, okay? So, not ringgit, US dollar, all right? Now, and not 1 month, month after month after month, year after year, okay? Now, so the second thing, understand, you gotta be willing to go through, you have to sort through the numbers. When you talk to people, If people are stuck in the old paradigm, you talk to them, they're like, no, it's not for me. Most people, when they get the no's, you know what they do? They get so stuck. No? What do you mean no? You say no to me? Huh? You didn't? And then they get circled around. What you want to do is you want to get out of the no and go get the next yes. Your job is to go find and sort the next yes as fast as you can. Don't get stuck with the no's. This is very important, okay? It's like in life, there's peaks and there's valley of life. When you go through life, some days are good, some days are not too good, some days are good, some days are not too good. So when you go through the peaks and valleys of life, don't park in the valley. When it's low, get the heck out of there, step on the gas and get out of there as soon as you can. So this is something in business, in life, you gotta have that zest for life. So number 3, you gotta be willing to learn and grow. We have a whole system in place. A whole system in place to guide you. We have a welcoming orientation workbook that will guide you. You have people that literally are traveling from Malacca, traveling from KL, traveling from Ipoh to come and support this market. That's a proven system in of itself. They care about you, they want to share this with you. As a matter of fact, for those guests right here that you're invited by somebody, would you turn to your inviter and say thank you? Really? Whether you do the business or not is inconsequential. At least they thought of you. They drove all the way from KL to be here. Would you turn to them and say thank you, please? Please. They care about you. If you don't want to do the business, at least give yourself a chance to be healthy. So I hope that this last stop, Penang is my last stop in Malaysia. I left home over 2 weeks ago. I still have 2 more weeks to go. I'm on a 1-month pilgrimage, touring different parts of cities and different parts of the world to really spread this mission. This is a calling. I tell you, another million, another 2 million is not going to break the bank for me. I don't care how much money you pay me. If it's for money, it's not worth the sacrifice I put on the road. I want you to really feel it from my heart. So to wrap this up tonight, turn to the person that brought you here. Very simple. Say, yay, I'm in. Or I want to be a customer. Or I want to become a business builder. The choice is in your hand. If you have never given an opportunity in your whole life, this is your chance. The one thing we took away from you tonight, it's the excuse of you have never been at the right place at the right time. Because you can certainly see that you're the right place at the right time with the right people, with the right company. And I hope you know that. I hope you can feel it. So in closing, I want to do this. How many people have drove from KL to be here? Can you stand up? All the people that drove from KL. KL? From KL to here. Wow, would you give a big round of applause? Now, here's what and then stay standing. How many people drove from Malacca to be here? Or flew from Malacca? Give a big round of applause. Okay, so keep standing. How many people drove from Malacca to be here? Oh, there's in Malacca already, okay. Ipoh, stand up please. Here's what I like to do. I want to applaud you for your spirit, for you to care about to share this. And you know what, I'm going to change something here today. I'm going to reward those just as lucky money, gas money, to come here tonight to Penang. So what I like to do is I like to have some fun since tonight. Don't stand up. I know you didn't stand up earlier. Okay, we're going to take a picture of those who stood up, okay? So here's what I like to do.